Hey, also TBD back with another hair video, and today I'm doing part 2 of my sister shampoo, silk press trim, all that good stuff. Um, it's a slower video on my page, and wherever you want to check that out. So yeah, part 2 continues here. I came and towel dry her hair, got as much of the water out as I could, and then I'm gonna go in with heat protectant, and this cheat I'm using any heat protectant work. Then I went in with Mizani Dream Coat, I think. I can't remember what it's called, but the Mizani Silk Press Agent. And I had to get some content behind the scenes or whatever. So next, I'm just splitting her hair into 4 sections, and then I'm gonna end up splitting it into, I think, 4 sections at the back and 2 at the front. And then I'm going in with the blow dryer and just getting it a little dry before I start using the comb concentrator. And when you're doing heat styles, you want to make sure you keep your tool moving at all times. Like, you don't want to stop on one section, because this one makes your hair get heat damage. Because if you stay in one section too long, your hair is gonna get burnt. So here I'm just doing the same thing as I did in the back, just making sure her hair is completely dry and pulled out, stretched out as much as possible before I go in with the flat iron, because you want your blow dryer to do most of the work. That way, once you start to flat iron, it will just be too smooth. And the blow dryer I use the most is the Dyson Supersonic. It's a really good blow dryer. And don't go get it just because it's a Dyson. Like, if you don't know how to do a blowout, a Dyson not gonna help you use it. Just start small and build your way up. And y'all, my sister, she really does the most every time she comes to the salon. That's why she's gonna get banned, because she just does the most. Absolute most. Okay, so after I got her blow dry all the way out, I sectioned her hair off into the sections it's gonna be once I start silk pressing, which I do 2 sections in the front, and then I do 3 sections in the back. And once we got that sectioned off, she did sit under a hooded dryer for a few minutes, just to make sure that her scalp is completely dry. Okay, so that's just me putting her under the dryer and getting her a little footstool, and offering her a drink, because I like my guests to y'all under the dryer. And boom, straight into the silk press. So when I'm doing a silk press, I like to use real small sections, because smaller sections you have more control, and then it's small enough for the iron to be able to grab all the hairs. So I like to use smaller sections. And the flat iron I'm using is Babyliss Nano Pro Titanium, something like that. And it gets super hot. So like, if you, I don't recommend using it like at a high heat setting if you're a beginner, because you have to really keep your tools moving. So yeah, the rest of the video is just me completing the press, and then I'm gonna go in and trim her ends. And she don't like a lot of hair trimmed at once, so we just do a basic trim. And then we ended up going somewhere, and then we came back, and I curled her hair because she had an event to go to. And yeah, so I put clips to her at the end for the final look. And yeah, enjoy the transformation. And You know what to do. Bye. Y'all, when we be doing y'all edges, like, if you jump, that's gonna make you be more likely to get burned, because if we anticipating aiming at one spot and then you anticipating getting burned in your mind, then it's gonna collide and you gonna anticipate getting burned and we're gonna anticipate the spot that the flat iron gonna go, and then if you move a centimeter, boom, you gonna get burned. And if you want a smooth silk press, you definitely have to be patient. You can't try and do big sections, because once you start doing bigger sections, your hair is going to be less smooth. So every section counts. And I don't know what we was talking about, but I'm gonna tell y'all about my $50 new client special. So if you come in your first time, your style will only be $50. You get to choose from like a silk press, blowout, and trim. A few things. I put the flyer up, but y'all make sure y'all check that out, because I love for everybody to be able to come and get a trial of the quality that they are going to receive once they come back again and again and again and again. And don't worry about my hair. Leave my bun alone, because I let my hair be so I can do yours, okay? And y'all, I'm telling you, when she get her ends trimmed, like, she does the bare minimum. Like, nothing more than the bare minimum. So if she wants the bare minimum, I give her the bare minimum. I don't give her the princess treatment. If she wants the bare minimum, that's what she will receive, because it's her hair and not mine. And when my clients come in and they don't want their hair cut off, I don't cut their hair off, because it's not my hair, it's their hair. And I just watched a video on Instagram where a lady, she like cut off like 4 inches of the girl hair, because why would you do that? And my rule of thumb with trims is taking off a little bit is better than taking off nothing at all. But I think the problem with most stylists is they just like cut at the baseline. They don't go in and like lift your hair up and cut the insides of your hair, which is really important, because all your hair doesn't reach to the bottom. So if your hair is not reaching to the bottom, then it's not being trimmed. So it's just gonna lay there and just keep splitting up your hair shaft. And I don't ever really make thorough videos like this anymore, because it just takes a lot of time and all that. But I just had to make this one because somebody inboxed me for an appointment and they asked me, does silk press come with a shampoo? And when somebody asked me, does the silk press come with the shampoo, I just feel like my job as a hairstylist is not being done, because it's my job to let people know certain things. And just, if somebody silk press your hair and they don't shampoo at the salon, run. Just run. Run to me, sis. Run to me. And like, people hate the dryer, but I think the dryer is important. I think people hate the dryer because they think the stylists put them under the dryer just so we can sit down and do nothing. Which sometimes we do sit down and do nothing, because if it's nothing to be done, then we're definitely gonna sit down until your hair dries. Y'all see, she does the most. Why she finna act like she's shooting this sweater into like balling? Okay, I don't know if I said this already, but she had an event to go to, so we went and did something, and then we came back and curled her hair right before the event, so her curls can stay popping and not dropping. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna add a clip of the final look, and you guys stay tuned and enjoy the transformation. I hope you enjoyed the transformation, and you better know what to do. Bye. And y'all, I've been doing this girl hair since she was born, so she definitely feel entitled to these hands at all times. Just look at that. But voila, there we go. It's giving body yaddy, yaddy yaddy. Now, goodbye, and I'll see you at your next healthy hair appointment.